and welcome to a new vlog. Today's vlog is an exciting one. It is packing my hospital bag, baby's hospital bag, and basically everything we're going to be taking to hospital for the birth of our second child. I'm actually sat in the baby's room right now, which is pretty much set up. We've got the majority of the stuff sorted. We've got the cot behind me, the nursing chair. You are resting on the changing unit. So yeah, I am almost 36 weeks pregnant, which is crazy, and we are having a planned C-section, which means that the baby will be coming in just 3 weeks at 39 weeks. So yeah, it's getting close now. The days are disappearing and yeah, the weeks are going very quickly. So I thought it was time to film this video and get all my stuff sorted. I've just changed position because I thought the lighting was better here. I've now got the window in front of me rather than behind me. It seemed a bit dark before. So now you can see more of the room. That's the changing table behind me, the bookcase. This was Luca's bedroom and he has now moved into his new room. If you've seen my Luca's bedroom transformation video a few videos back, you'll know that. So he's all settled in his big boy room, and now this is going to be the nursery again. So I'm partially organised for this video. I have kind of packed most of my stuff, but I can't fit everything into the bags I've got at the moment. So the baby's bag's nice and packed neatly, so I'm going to start with that one, but then when it gets to my stuff it's going to be a bit more chaotic. This is the case that I've got for the baby. So I've basically got a little cabin bag for the baby and a little cabin bag for myself, and then I've got a changing bag and then bits and bobs that kind of don't fit in any of those things. So I've watched lots of these videos where people have things all packed into like really cute, neat packing cubes and bags that are labelled and stuff. I don't really have much of that going on. I do a little bit, but not for everything. So I'm just going to kind of show you everything, and I'm just packing it in a normal suitcase. Before I get started, I just want to caveat this video with a couple of things. So as I said, I'm having a planned C-section, which means that when I'm packing with that in mind. So some things that you might be packing if you aren't having a planned C-section, or maybe you don't know, like you're just going into labour and seeing what happens. It might be that you want to pack both for both eventualities, like a vaginal birth or a C-section, or if you are set on having a vaginal birth and hopefully don't end up in an emergency C-section, you kind of taking the risk of not packing some of this stuff. Similarly, if you're having a planned C-section, then some of the stuff in here might be more useful, but for that reason I'm not packing things like spritz for bits and a perineal bottle, or like witch hazel liners and things. Anything basically that's soothing for after a vaginal birth I'm not going to need. I'm also not planning to breastfeed, I'm planning to bottle feed. So again, some of the things I've packed are very relevant to that, and I've not packed things like nursing bras because I'm not going to need them. This is my second birth, so I've also got some prior knowledge of what I did and didn't use last time. And the main thing that sticks out to me is that I actually ran out of baby grows outfits, and Luca ended up in this green onesie that the hospital provided that was way too big for him. So I have probably overpacked this time, but I also have in mind that last time I was out the same day and I still ran out of baby outfits. This time I know I'm likely going to be in for at least one, if not 2 nights or more, with it being a C-section. So I'm also thinking about that and the fact that I'm going to probably need more than I needed the first time around. So starting with the baby's clothes, I have got a handful of baby grows. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different baby grows here. I will show you them quickly because I think they're super cute. I love this one. It's got storks on. I wish a stork was bringing my baby, but no. But basically everything that I'm packing is either newborn or 0 to 1 month. I'm not packing any 0 to 3 month Luca was a £9 for baby and he still wouldn't have needed 0 to 3 months. This is first size, so it goes up to £9 for. But yeah, I thought that was super cute with the storks on. I've then got this milk onesie, which if you've been watching my vlogs you'll know I have a little obsession with this milk pattern, and that also comes with a little matching hat. A lot of this stuff I got off Vinted, by the way. I've got a nice neutral ribbed white onesie. I've got another ribbed sort of white and orange sort of neutral onesie. Got a Peter Rabbit one, which Johnny actually got me for Christmas as one of my Christmas gifts when we had just found out we were expecting this baby. And then I've got two that have little zebras on, and zebras are Luca's favourite, so that kind of inspired me there. Next I have 8 vests, again all neutral because we don't know what we're having, but I've got this one which is really cute and says "Hi World" on it, so that might be cute for an announcement photo. And then just some really cute ones, like this has rabbits on it, and these were actually Luca's. This has a little rainbow and a little hat that goes with it. But yeah, got some cute bear ones. There's just so many cute things. But yeah, so I have 8 of those. So it is the height of summer. It is going to be mid-July when I give birth, and I'm already sweltering. We've just had the heat wave, so I am thinking the baby's probably not going to need to be in like a vest and a sleep suit. It's probably going to be either or, depending on how hot it is in the hospital. But I've got 8 of each. I've then also packed some little outfits. So I've got this one which says "Some kind of wonderful," and it's just got little trousers with stars on to go with it. So I've got that outfit. I've then got another just neutral outfit, baby grow and little trousers, and I've got the one that came with the set that Johnny got me, so a Peter Rabbit onesie and trousers, and I've got so many. I've got this one which I thought was really cute. It says "Hello" on it and on the back, and there's a little matching hat that says "Hello" on it, and then the little trousers. And then the last one I've got says "Bonjour baby." It's just a little stripy neutral. Again, it's got the little trousers, and because some of these have feet, some don't, I've just got some little socks. I've definitely got more socks somewhere. But yeah, that's one pair of little socks. I've got a little pair of booties. I've got some mitts and a little neutral white hat. Oh, there's the other socks. So I've got another 3 pairs of socks there. So I've got 4 pairs of socks in total. And then just a couple of bibs. So I thought this one was really cute with a little teddy bear on it. And this came as part of the Peter Rabbit set. And then the last thing I've got is this little cardigan which came in the Peter Rabbit set as well. So clothing wise, that is everything that I'm packing for the baby. Next I've got a bunch of like accessories. So I've got a bunch of muslins. These are really cute. Got some little teddies on, some giraffes, elephants and bunny rabbits. And then I've also got 2 much bigger ones. This is like a really big, almost like swaddle muslin, and it's got the milk pattern on, and then I've got one of those with zebra on as well. I just thought that could be useful to like lie on the bed, lie over me in the hospital bed when feeding the baby. And basically I just remember going through so many muslins with Luca, like just non-stop, because you're just constantly spilling milk and spit up and things. So I've got 6 muslins, which should definitely be enough for a couple of days. I've then got 2 dummies which I need to sterilise and put in a pot, but obviously not going to do that until the last minute. The nice thing with having a planned C-section is that I should know the date in advance, so I can have everything perfectly ready. and it's not a case of having to grab things last minute, which is a bit of a relief. I've then got this elephant comforter which says hello world. This is obviously not for the baby to make use of in hospital, but I thought it could be nice to do a little announcement picture setup, so I thought it could lie this next to the baby, which is the only reason that I'm packing it, because obviously the baby is way too young to have a comforter at newborn. I think we waited until Luca was 1 to give him his first comforter. I've then got 2 bags that are cute little packing bags. This one is going home outfit, and this one is first outfit. So I'll start with first outfit. I've gone very simple for the baby's first outfit. I just think you can't beat a baby in You alright? Did you just fall? I just think you can't beat a baby in a plain white onesie when they're newborn. This is a lovely ribbed one. I got it from just Tesco, and just got some matching socks. I have got a matching vest if it's needed in the hospital, and that's basically their very first outfit when they're newborn. Crazy to think that they're going to be in that in a few weeks. And then for the going home outfit, this was one of the first things that I actually bought for this baby, but I got this really cute hello outfit. It's just a little jumper, little trousers, and again I've just got a plain white vest if needed, but it probably won't be needed, and then some little booties to keep their feet warm. I just love newborn babies in white, I'm not gonna lie, and I just thought that was so cute when I saw it saying hello. So yeah, I do remember I had for Luca this velvet all-in-one onesie for his going home outfit, which was really cute, but it was an absolute nightmare to put him in. And because Luca was born in lockdown, Johnny wasn't allowed up until we were literally leaving. He had to come with the car seat just for us to leave, so I had to get Luca ready myself, and I was in so much pain from giving birth. Manipulating that baby into that onesie was one of the hardest things, most painful things I've ever done. So this time I shouldn't have to do that. Johnny should be there to dress the baby, but I've also gone for a simpler outfit. Then the last things I've got for the baby is a Love to Dream swaddle. Luca used these and they were just absolutely perfect for him. He settled so well in them. He naturally slept with his arms up, which a lot of newborns do, and this is what these are built for, so their arms go up here like this. So I'm going to take that for the baby. I didn't have one of those in the hospital with Luca, but since I've got it I thought I would take it. I'm also taking a cellular blanket, so we have the option of either, and also I thought this could be nice for pictures to lie the baby on. And it's so soft, it's like the softest material ever. I bought this for Luca and didn't use it a lot, but I just thought it was a perfect blanket to take to hospital. So that is everything that I've packed in the baby's case. I do obviously have other baby stuff like formula and changing bits, which I'll show you, but they're all in the changing bag. Okay, next I have got my changing bag, and it is full of stuff. This is actually a My Babby bag, and I just really liked the like herringbone. I don't know if you can see, but it's got a herringbone print, and it's just a really nice bag. I got this new because the changing bag I used with Luca has done its day. It's definitely worn away now, and I just thought it was a good excuse to get a new one. But this is really nice. I'm really happy with it. It's got good compartments and everything. So this is kind of my changing bag for the hospital. It's got all the baby's sort of nappies and changing stuff in, but then it's also got lots of stuff for me in as well. So I'm just gonna show you stuff as I take them out because I've already packed this. So right on the top I've got a bag of goodies for me. This I got at Easter because Easter chocolate is my favourite chocolate. And it's basically a bag of cream eggs, mini eggs, and just chocolate dairy milk eggs. I'm not a huge snacker, so when you see people packing for hospital, They're often packing like crisps and all sorts. I'm not really a snacker, and I know that last time I was in hospital I didn't eat any of the meals they brought me because I was so in shock from what had happened. Hopefully this time I'll feel up to eating the meals, but there's also a Costa, a Subway, a cafeteria, so I know that Johnny will be able to go and get me anything that I want, so I'm not really worried about snacks, but chocolate is something that I always have to hand. I've also stuck in 4 of my Nutri-Grain cereal bars. This is just what I usually have for breakfast, or if I am like starving, then I would take one of those as a snack. I'm probably also going to get some Lucozade Sport because everyone raves about that for like energy, and depending on what time my C-section is, I wouldn't have been able to eat from the night before, so I think something that'll give a boost of energy after my C-section might be a good idea, which I think the Lucozade Sport would be good for. So I haven't got any of that at the moment, but that is on my list to get. Then got a huge wad of nappies. These are first size, they're Pampers. We did switch to Aldi's nappies once Luca was a bit older, but to begin with we started off with Pampers. They just seemed to have the best fit, and we got a lot of leakages with other nappies, but as I say, as he got a bit older we were able to make the switch to cheaper ones. But for the baby's first nappies I've gone all out and got them Pampers. I've got 16 nappies here, which is as many as I could literally fit. I am going to have a backup bag as well, so if we end up being in hospital more than like the 2 days I'm kind of anticipating, Johnny can bring that bag and it'll have more of all of these essentials in it. I've then got a wad of maternity pads for me. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those, which I'd imagine should last the 2-day period. And again, I'll have more of these in my emergency backup bag. I just wanted to show you these because I actually got these off Amazon. They are ginormous, but they are exactly what you need for maternity pads. So many people go for like always and things, but I remember I was layering up 2 pads, and like from the front of my knickers to the back of my knickers I was using 2 pads last time. So when these arrived, and these are maternity pads from Amazon, I was like, they are amazing, they're exactly what I needed. Because I'm not breastfeeding and bottle feeding, I've got a pack of the ready-made cow and gate milk. This is what we used with Luca and had no problems. And these are the little bottles that actually come already made with the little teats on, all sterilised. So all you have to do is open them and away you go. They're brilliant. I've then got 2 packs of water wipes. I know they talk about cotton wool and water, but these are 99% water. They're absolutely fine. We used them with Luca, no problems. Then got some antibacterial hand wipes for us. I've just got a fistful of nappy bags, just in case there's not a bin right next to the bed. There probably will be, I think, but it's just if you've got like poopy nappies, something to stick them straight in. And then I've got a changing mat, which is really cute. Winnie the Pooh one, and this just opens out basically because you want to protect the bed. So I'm probably going to be doing all of baby's changes on my hospital bed, and I definitely don't want to be getting wee and poo on my bed, so that's why I've packed that. So that is everything for feeding and like toiletries, changing for the baby. Then in the front pocket I've kind of gone with all the sort of medicine-y bits for me that I'm going to need, and just random things. So I'm going to get everything out and then I'll show you what I've got. So obviously having a C-section, I know I'm going to need pain relief. Obviously they should be giving you that at the hospital, but I have heard people talk about how sometimes it can be a little bit difficult or they're not on time. So I have decided to pack my own ibuprofen and paracetamol. This is Panadol dissolvable because I'm not good at taking tablets, and Nurofen meltlets, but I'm hoping that obviously the hospital giving me something a little bit stronger. I had dihydrocodeine after having Luca, and that was like a stronger painkiller, and I've also heard of people having oral morphine, so I won't be opposed to that if I'm in a lot of pain. I've then stuck in, this is a juice. I don't know if it's orange or blackcurrant because the labels come off. Blackcurrant. But this is just a little pots that you shoot into water to make it into juice, because these don't taste very nice on their own. I've also got a bunch of Laxido. Basically everyone says that you get really constipated after surgery and you don't want that to happen. You really want to avoid that. So I want to take these. They're not a laxative, they don't like immediately make you go, but they keep you keep your stools soft and easier to go when you do go. So I'm packing them. I'm also packing this oil of peppermint capsules because lots of people have mentioned trapped wind after surgery and peppermint's really good for relieving it, as apparently is chewing gum. So I've got a pack of gum there as well. Then got a fan because I could really use this now, because I wasn't sure if I was going to pack this, and then we've just had the heat wave and I thought if the hospital's anything like what it's been like here, I cannot cope and I will need a fan. Oh, that's so nice. So I literally just ordered this off Amazon and it comes with its own little stand as well, so you can stand it up. I'll be able to like stand it up next to my bed if it's really hot in there. I did take a fan for when I had Luca, but it was for in labour, whereas this time obviously I'm not going to be in labour, but I still think if it's warm in the ward then I'm going to want a fan. And then the last few things I've got the baby's record book. This was given to us after Luca was born last time, but I've already been given it, so I thought I'd best make sure I have that on me. I've also got a power bank because everyone talks about getting really long chargers for reaching the wall for charging your phone, but I thought actually I've already got a power bank. This holds like 4 full phones of charge, so that should be fine for the amount of time that I'm hopefully in hospital if I charge that up. And then also it means my phone can be like on my bed with me attached to the power bank. And lastly I have got my water bottle. This is an Iron8 bottle. I was doing research for Luca for his first water bottle for school and these came highly recommended. I'm not a water bottle person normally, so I have just recently got this, and to be honest I go through so much water, like that's not gonna last me long, but everyone says to take a water bottle. I did take a water bottle last time, but again it was for in labour and it was actually one that you clipped onto your bed and it had a super long straw, and I really recommend that for labour. It was fab, but I'm not going to need that this time, so I've just got a regular water bottle. Okay, we are moving on to my suitcase now, and I have got another cabin case. This is the case that I used when I went into hospital with Luca, and it's like my weekend bag. It's basically the suitcase that I use whenever I go away on like short little trips and stuff, and it's bigger than the baby's bag, but it feels like I fit less into it. I've definitely fit less into it. I don't know if it's because obviously my stuff's bigger, but yeah, there's really not that much in here. But anyways, I'll show you everything. So first off, I have this packing cube, the only packing cube I've used, and this has just got all of my pyjamas in that I'm taking. So I've got 3 separate things. I've got this nightie, well it's like a nightshirt, which actually has an inbuilt bra in it, which is really good. It's from Pour Moi. It's not actually maternity, I just sized up in it, but it's a size 18 and I just tried it on and it fit fine. So I've got to assume once the babies come, my stomach will shrink a little bit and I'll probably not be any bigger than the size I am now. So it should fit fine. The only thing I am thinking is that it's going to be really hot and I've packed all long sleeve stuff, but the second pair I've got is this pair of pyjamas from Primark. They're just a nice light mink colour, and they're just a really soft material. I love these pyjamas from Primark, and again I tried these on, they fit fine. They're a size extra large, which is an 18 to 20, so I've just basically sized up on everything rather than getting maternity. Saying that, actually these are maternity pyjamas. So the last ones I have are Chelsea Pia's maternity pyjamas. They are white, which is probably a terrible choice, but I just really liked the zebra pattern, and they're like my posh pyjamas that I might put on for like visitors coming. But as I say, they are all long sleeve, and I'm now thinking it's been so hot, I don't know if that's a really bad decision. But I have got this super soft bra from M&S. It's the Flexi Fit bra, and it's not got any wires or anything. It's more like a crop top, and it's not got like a clasp. It's a crop top basically, so I could very easily wear just this with some pyjama bottoms if I'm that hot. As I said, not breastfeeding, so don't need a maternity bra. I've then got just 3 pairs of socks because I like wearing socks. I'm a sock person, even if it's hot. I think I'll feel weird not having socks on in hospital, but I don't know. I've then got some flip-flops. I just got these from Primark for £1, and they are for the showers. I didn't have a shower last time I was in hospital, but I was out the same day as having Luca. Again, I'm anticipating that if I'm in overnight, if I've been in like one night, over 24 hours, I'm going to want to have a freshen up. So I've prepared for that. I've then got these slippers, which are very like shoes. They're like very hard. These are from Primark, and they're like fake Birkenstocks. I just thought they were actually really good for having around hospital, because they're more shoe-like. I could literally leave hospital in those, because they're hard wearing enough to wear outside. I've then got a lot of different options for maternity knickers. So I've got 3 pairs of these Freedom Arm disposable knickers. These are actually from when I had Luca. I never ever used them, I never even tried them. So everyone talks about them being really good, especially for a C-section scar. So I thought, I've got them, I might as well take some of them. I've then got a whole bunch of normal knickers, but they're all really big, high-waisted ones. Because obviously I will have my C-section scar, so I've gone for really large, over the incision, over the belly knickers. And then finally I've also got 3 pairs of Primark period pants, because I thought they could be a good option. I really like wearing period pants generally, and I just thought, yeah, even if I don't wear them in hospital, they'll be a good option at home when the bleeding maybe lightens a little bit. And then the last thing I've got in here is a super soft dressing gown, just in case I want to be a bit covered up if I'm moving around the hospital, go in the shower, whatever. And I've just got a laundry bag, and that's like a shoe bag, so I just thought if I've been wearing shoes around the hospital, I'm not going to want, like my slippers, I'm not going to want them touching my clothes. I'm just a bit of a germaphobe like that. So that's all the bits I've got inside my hospital bag, like clothing wise. I've then actually, this seems really strange, but I saw someone mention about a mirror, and I picked up this mirror because I just thought, if I don't want to like have to walk myself, like I'm going to be struggling to walk after the C-section, don't want to have to like walk to the bathroom just to look in the mirror to maybe take my makeup off, or just like give my face a bit of a cleanse, or stick a little bit of makeup on if I choose to do that, if I've got visitors coming, or just to like brush my hair, freshen up, just whatever it may be. I thought I'd stick a mirror in. So I mean, I was just going to get like a little flip one, and then I saw this one and it was the same price, and I thought, why not? I've then got all my toiletries bits. So I've just got this bag that says Mama Essentials, and in it I've got a deodorant, I've got an Imperial Leather like shower wash. I've not used that before, I just picked it up because it was on offer. I've got some dry shampoo, I've got some sensitive Andrex toilet wipes, I've got a new toothbrush that is disposable, and some toothpaste. Then got some of my simple cleansing face wipes. I've got a few breast pads just in case I need them. Normally your milk doesn't come in that quickly, but again, if I'm in past the sort of 3-day mark in hospital, then I might need those. And then I've just got a face wash cleanser, which is the Kiehl's one. It's really nice. and I've got some hair bubbles. I've also got a scrunchie, just in case. My only sort of hairstyle that I ever do is like a slicked back bun with a scrunchie, so I thought stick a scrunchie in case I'm doing the dry shampoo. And yeah, I'm actually like, I don't know if you can see how shiny my hair is. The one thing that pregnancy has done for me is given me thick shiny hair, and it's actually lasting a lot longer between washes, so hopefully that continues and it doesn't get greasy quickly. I'll then also be putting in my moisturiser. This is the Weleda Skin Food. My glasses, because I can't see without those. Hairbrush. And I'm going to stick one pair of contact lenses in, just in case for maybe like the day after, if I've got visitors coming, if I want to put contact lenses in, if I'm feeling up to it. And then in terms of makeup, I've decided that all I'm going to stick in is my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is just like, gives you a bit of a glow. I'm definitely not going to be taking any foundation. I'm then going to take a blusher, some lip balm, and I just use this really cheap Babyliss one, but it gives me like a rosy tint to my cheeks. And I've not actually got it here, but I'll take my eyebrow pencil, because that's the one thing I always do. If I have nothing else on my face, I'll fill my brows in. It just makes me feel like my face looks normal. So that's kind of all the toiletries. And then the only last things I have for me is my going home outfit, which is this Mama Vibes t-shirt that I got from Next. It's just a big oversized t-shirt and some super stretchy oversized trousers. These are like a crepe material, really light, and that is going to be my going home outfit. Okay, so the last couple of things I have to show you don't fit in the bags, but I'm taking. One is this feeding pillow. Basically I've heard that this is really good after a C-section to keep the baby off your incision, so I'm planning to take this to hold the baby in the hospital. I've also heard it's good for when you're travelling home to like have a cushion between you and the seatbelt. But yeah, I'm taking this so that I can have something to lie the baby on that's above my incision. And then also taking a giant towel. This is like a dark navy colour, which was the only colour that they did, because I actually ordered one of these towels when I had Luca, and it's the only one I found big enough to wrap around me with my massive bump. And the last time I got it in black, but they only had blue in stock, which is fine. As I said, I didn't have a shower with Luca, but I think it's more likely that I will have a shower in the hospital this time. I then have my emergency bag that I've mentioned. So this I've just basically filled with extras of the bits I think we could run out of. So I've got the rest of the pack of Pampers. I've got another pack of formula. I've got the rest of my maternity pads. These are the maternity pads if you are interested. I've got a load more knickers, and I think I'll just add a pair of pyjamas to this, and I'm just going to show Johnny where the baby clothes are, and depending on if the baby's a boy or a girl, I've got like neutral stuff, but I've got boy stuff and girl stuff. So yeah, I'll just kind of tell him where to grab some more baby clothes if we need them from the wardrobe. The very last thing I've got is to do with C-section recovery. So when I had Luca, I actually had a tear and an episiotomy, neither of which healed very well for weeks. I was in loads of pain. They were both still open wounds and they just weren't healing. And my women's health physio recommended this Medi-Honey wound gel. And as soon as I started using this, my wounds healed so quickly. So I've got another bottle of this because I think it's going to be perfect for using on my scar. Obviously, once my scar started to heal, I'm not going to use it from day one, but I definitely want to use that. It's antibacterial. It works really well for protecting it against any infection, as well as promoting healing. And I've seen people talk about this for operations as well. So I got a new pack of that. The two other things that I'm considering getting, but I'm just going to see how it goes and wait until I've actually had the operation. Some silicone scar patches that you put on your scar to promote healing, and also a tummy binder to like kind of help support it. So they're two things I am interested in, but I'm just waiting to see if I feel I need them once I've had the operation. So that is everything that I'm packing to take to hospital. It feels like a lot of stuff, but I do think it's all needed, because it's kind of like whether you're in one night or whether you're in 5 nights, all of the basics you still need, don't you? So yeah, it is a lot of stuff, but I think I've managed to pack it quite well, and I think the couple of bits that don't fit in the bags we can just kind of have in the car, and Johnny can maybe bring when I need them. But yeah, that's everything. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I hope it's helped if you're currently planning what to pack in your hospital bag, and if you think I've forgotten anything. I hope not with the amount of stuff I've got, but if I have, please do let me know in the comments, and I'll see you really soon in another video. Bye.